Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on the Lumbridge and Draynor task system. In this video today, we'll be focusing on the hard tasks. Now, before we get going through this guide, we're going to go over a few things which are the requirements and items needed to complete these tasks. So first of all, you obviously would have needed to have completed the beginner, easy and medium tasks leading up to these ones of the Lumbridge and Draynor task set. You'll also need these requirements. So you need to have completed Cook's Assistant, and you'll need these skills: level 68 smithing, level 50 crafting, level 59 magic, level 50 cooking, level 45 prayer, level 57 runecrafting, and level 60 firemaking. Some of those are boostable, but some of them aren't, so I will let you know at each specific task which are boostable. That's it for the requirements. Now onto the items. You'll need 5 mithril bars, an uncut ruby, a gold ore, 4 air runes, 8 fire runes or a staff of fire, 1 cosmic rune, 1 yew log, and chocolate cake ingredients, which are egg, pot of flour, bucket of milk, chocolate bar and cake tin, which is all obtainable from the Colonomancer's chest in the Lumbridge basement if you've started Recipe for Disaster. You'll also need sufficient rune essence to runecraft 100 water runes. I will show you a little trick later on where you can do 28 rune essence all in your inventory and still craft the runes. And you will also need a water talisman or water tiara or elemental tiara, or ideally a wicked hood with a water talisman imbued into it. That will help you out a bit later on. But that's it for the requirements and items. Now onto the tasks themselves. So these tasks can be done in any particular order. You do not have to follow the order that I go through in this guide. The only reason I do this order is it makes it easy to complete them all as one set. So some of these tasks you may have already completed, although I highly doubt it, on your general sort of adventures across RuneScape. So that may be that some of the tasks will not come up as being complete because you've already done them before. So what I would do is just double check to see which ones you've already completed, if so, and to do that you want to go to the Heroes tab, which is the helmet with the horns icon, go to your achievements section and scroll down and check there's a gold tick next to any of the hard tasks, and if there is, that obviously means you won't need to complete them again. Anyways, enough about that, now onto the tasks themselves. So, the first task is a body in the sewers, and that's to smith a mithril plate body on the anvil in the Draynor sewers, which requires 68 smithing. However, you could do it with 67 smithing and a dwarven stout, or 66 smithing with a dwarven stout matures. So we're currently at the Draynor village lodestone, which can be accessed via the lodestone network, and you can access the sewers just by heading in this direction here. Then when you climb down to enter the sewers, you'll find the anvil in the northern part of Draynor sewers, and you obviously need your 5 mithril bars to make a mithril plate body. If you're needing to use your boost, you want to do it now and then quickly select the anvil just so the boost doesn't run out. Select to make a mithril plate body, and once you've done that, the task will be complete. The next task is Gods Give Me Strength, and that is to pray at Lumbridge Church altar with Mystic Might enables. So we're going to teleport to Lumbridge via the Lumbridge lodestone. When you arrive, head into Lumbridge Church, and then under your prayers you should find one called Mystic Might. It's the one that requires 45 prayer. What you want to do is enable that, and then when it's actually activated and your prayer starts depleting, you then want to choose to pray at the Lumbridge Church altar, and once you've done that, the task will be complete, and then you can deactivate the prayer. The next task is called Blast and Hellfire, and that's to cast Fire Blast at a training dummy in the Combat Academy in Lumbridge. It should be one of the dummies from the training dummy dispensers on the north side of the building, so I'll show you which ones. So you'll find the dummy dispensers here. You want to select a fight, I think it will be either you want to fight a melee dummy, weak to magic, or something along those lines. Either way, you want to choose the one that will be weak to magic. And then what you want to do is cast Fire Blast at the training dummy. Obviously that will require air and fire runes in order to cast, and you will also need a magic weapon equipped in order to do that. As soon as you successfully hit a dummy with the Fire Blast spell, as soon as you walk away from it or come out of combat, it should come up with task being complete. The next task is called Building Up Strength, and that's to create an amulet of strength from scratch, all within Lumbridge, so do not go below the ground level. So this is what you need to do in this order in order to actually complete the task. So the first thing you want to do is smelt a gold ore into a gold bar using the superheat item. So the first thing you want to do is smelt a gold ore into a gold bar using the furnace nearby. Then you want to cut an uncut ruby. and then craft a gold bar and ruby into a ruby amulet using the amulet mold again on the furnace. Then what you want to do is head north to where the sheep farm is and shear one of the sheep. Once you have some wool, you then want to take it to the first floor of Lumbridge Castle where there's a spinning wheel and spin the wool into a ball of wool. Then you want to string the ruby amulet to make it a stronger version. Then finally you want to enchant the amulet using an enchant ruby spell. Using a ruby tablet will not work, so make sure you actually do it from the spell book. When performing this task, do make sure that you enchant the amulet only after completing the steps above, otherwise it will not count as the enchantment as a task. The next task is have your cake and eat it, and that is to make a chocolate cake from scratch in Lumbridge Castle's kitchen. So what you want to do is head down to the Lumbridge Castle kitchen and then begin to start to do these steps. So first you want to mix an uncooked cake, which is by using an egg, a bucket of milk and pot of flour in a cake tin. Then you want to bake the cake on the range, hopefully it shouldn't burn, and then add your chocolate to the cake, and make sure you choose the right click option, as the left click option will make you automatically eat it, and then when you add the chocolate to the cake, the task will be complete. The next task is are you as fired up as I am, and that's to burn some new logs on top of the Eastgate house of Lumbridge Castle. So what you need to do is go into the Lumbridge Castle courtyard and then climb up using either entrance to the very top where the 2 pickaxe spawns are, and then what you want to do when you're on top of the gatehouse, you want to light some new logs, and as soon as you light them it should come up with task being complete. And then the next task is not waving but drowning, and that is to craft 100 or more water runes simultaneously. Now 57 runecrafting will guarantee at least 100 runes, and that's ensuring you have either 27 or 28 rune essence in your inventory at the time, as 57 runecrafting will let you have 4 water runes per each essence. So what I'd recommend is make sure you've took everything out your inventory in the nearby bank and just have your wicked hood with you, and then with the wicked hood you can withdraw 100 essence from it each day. You can also wear it on your head slot, so that will save you an inventory space, and you can also use it to teleport you to the water altar. So the water altar can be found in the Lumbridge swamp, sort of about halfway on the southern side of it, so you either want to walk there or use your wicked hood to teleport to it. When you're at the water altar, if you haven't brought the rune essence with you and you've got the wicked hood, you can choose to withdraw all the rune essence, and then with them all in your inventory, making sure you've got at least 27 essence on you, you then want to craft the runes at the altar, and if you create 100 or more, it will come up with task being complete. So if that was your final task, it should come up saying you completed all the Lumbridge hard tasks and to claim your rewards. If it hasn't come up with that message, it could be you've either clicked through the dialogue box or you haven't completed all the tasks correctly. So what I'd recommend is go to the Heroes tab and go to the Achievements section and just check that all the tasks have a gold tick next to them. Obviously, any you haven't, it means you haven't completed that task correctly and you'll need to go about doing it again. But hopefully that's not the case, and we can get our rewards by speaking to Ned, who can be found in Draynor Village. So we're going to teleport back to Draynor Village and then head to his house from there. So when you arrive in Ned's house, speak to him and he'll give you the following rewards. So well done guys, that is now all the Lumbridge and Draynor tasks fully completed, as there's no elite tasks, and you'll be given the following rewards. An antique lamp, which will give you 9,000 experience in any skill level 49 or higher. You've got various coins for each task, and you'll also get the Explorer's Ring 4, which will give you the following additional benefits. So all the original benefits, plus you'll now be able to do 27 runeless casts of superheat per day, and 15 runeless casts of high level alchemy per day. You'll also have 50% chance to not use runes when casting bones to bananas up to 10 times per day, and you can claim a hamper from the cook once per day, who can be found in the Lumbridge kitchen. So the hamper's quite handy, especially if you're sort of lower level, or even if you're an Iron Man actually as well. That will help you get different food and that. So basically when you speak to the cook, he'll give you a hamper, and when you open it, it will give you between 4 and 12 food items randomly selected from plain pizza, swordfish, lobster and tuna. So that's all quite handy food if you're sort of a lower level and you know don't want to keep buying food all the time. All the other sort of abilities as well with the Explorer's Ring are quite handy. So the runeless casting of the superheat item and high alchemy will come in handy, especially if you regularly do those spells like high alchemy, etc. If you think about it long term, it will save you a lot in terms of nature rune costs. But But yeah, as I said, that is now all the Lumbridge and Draynor tasks fully completed, as I don't have elite tasks in that section. So obviously if you've been following all my Lumbridge and Draynor task guides up to this point, thank you very much for watching all of them, and hopefully they've been helpful to you. Obviously I'm in the middle of completing all the guides for all the other various tasks as well, for like Karamja, Falador, etc. So be sure to check out the playlist which contains all the currently made guides for that. And obviously if you do happen to run into any problems with this particular guide, please let me know in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best as I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers everyone, bye bye.